Alrighty, happy core stability. This is Katie. Make sure we listen to our bodies today. Do what we need. Keep some water nearby. Leave things out or modify things as you need. Let's start by getting warmed up. We're just going to walk our space back and forth, just kind of getting familiar with it. And you can start to maybe do some arm swings, swinging your arms up overhead and back behind you as you pace your space. Just starting to get moving if we were stationary before. And let's start to walk on our toes or the balls of our feet. So kind of keeping the same pace we had before. Maybe you're walking forward and backwards. And let's go ahead and walk on our heels, walking on your heels. Another kind of vestibular challenge. And let's go ahead and find the center of our space. And we're gonna do some nice big arm circles. So just a neutral standing position. We're gonna reach our arms nice and high, reach them out in front of us long, down to the floor and back behind us. Arm circles. Doing 2 at a time, nice and big, or you can go 1 arm at a time if that's a little more comfortable for you. Just starting to feel that shoulder move around. And let's switch directions of those arm circles, now taking them reverse. Reverse arm circles, still nice and large. Nice job. And 3, 2, 1. You can let the arms fall, give them a little shake and shimmy. We're gonna do our torso twist and reach next. So from that standing position, I just want you to twist your chest over to the left and reach your right arm nice and long over to the left as well. So you're reaching to the left with your right arm. Gonna twist back to center and then reach the left arm over to the right. So just a nice gentle twisting of the torso with a little bit of a reach. Left to right. The feet stay planted and stationary. The hips are rotating very minimally. Nice job. A few more here. Wanting to get more of those obliques, kind of the side muscles engaged, as well as the shoulder blade reaching. And go ahead and pause those torso twists and reach. We're gonna go to a windmill toe touch next. So I'll have you take a nice wide stance with your feet, 1 to 2 steps outside of the hips. We're gonna reach both arms out to the sides about shoulder height, and then we're gonna hinge at the waist as we reach our right hand towards our left foot. Come back up to center and switch to the other side, left hand towards right foot, and repeat. Windmill, toe touches, getting that posterior chain warmed up. Feeling that nice gentle stretch in the hamstrings. We're squeezing our glutes. When we come back to center, starting to get them to fire. And just a couple more here. Keep breathing. And 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Go ahead and step your feet back together. We're going to go to those stationary inchworm walkouts next. So feet are planted under the hips. I'm going to have you lower both hands down towards the floor like a forward fold. From here, once your hands are nice and flat, you're just going to start to walk your hands out away from your feet, keeping your feet planted where they're at, until you come all the way out to a downward dog or a high plank position. We're squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet, and back into the forward fold, taking as long as you need in that forward fold stretch before you walk out again into that high plank. Going for a few reps here of these inchworm walkouts. Make sure we're breathing as we walk the hands out. We're keeping the chest and nose parallel to the floor. Just a couple more here. Squeeze those glutes. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and finish the rep you're on. And bring yourself back to upright standing. We're going to work on some more kind of standing core balance next. So we're going to go into those calf raises. So double leg calf raise. Our feet are going to be under our hips, toes are forward. You can have hands on your hips or on a wall nearby or a chair, something supportive. And we're just going to raise both heels off of the floor, coming to the tiptoes, and then lowering back down. So standing double leg calf raise. And we're going to add some progression. So if this is good, this is where you're at. Go ahead and stay there just with the calf raises, up and down of the heels. Or if you want to take a slight squat hold, so bending both knees, lowering the hips slightly as you do the calf raises, get a little more quad engagement there. And if you want to take it even a step further, you can go into a chair pose. So you're raising both arms up overhead, still holding that kind of quarter squat as you do the calf raises. So those are some extra progressions if you want to add those in. Make sure we're squeezing our core, breathing. Good. A few more here. We continue to engage if you've added any of those progressions, kind of that full body engagement. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. If you added progressions, go ahead and let your arms down. And we're going to transition into a warrior one pose. So from our neutral standing position, I want you to take a long step forward with your left foot. Right foot stays back behind you. And then I want you to turn that right foot, the toes slightly outward. Left toes are pointing 12 o'clock directly ahead. So now we're in that long standing lunge position. I want you to reach both arms up overhead, over the shoulders, so that warrior one. And we're going to slowly bend the left knee and lean forward into that left leg. So warrior one here. Squeezing the abs. These warrior poses, we use them a lot in the stretch, but they're great for the core. Taking a few breaths here, squeezing the abs. And I want you to take it a step further. You can start to drop the arms and reach them out in front of you as far as you can go. So now we're in that resting warrior, still bracing the abs. The left quad is engaged. Taking some breaths here. Good. And let's go ahead and drop both hands towards the floor, to the floor actually, and have them on either side of your left foot. And now we're in that world's greatest stretch here. Once we've come to that world's greatest stretch, make sure that back right leg is straight and the left leg is almost at a 90-degree angle in that lengthened lunge. And we're going to take our left hand off of the floor, twist our chest to the left, and left arm goes overhead over the left shoulder. The world's greatest stretch. Also a great core exercise here. Squeeze the abs, breathe, and brace. Good. Couple more breaths here. tightening the abs as we exhale. And let's bring that left hand back down to the floor, and let's step our right foot to meet our left and come back to standing. And we'll switch it out. So now we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna step our right foot forward nice and long. We're in that lengthened standing lunge position. Right toes are forward to 12 o'clock. Left toes are pointed slightly outward and still forward. Go ahead and take a big inhale. We'll reach both arms overhead and drop or lean our weight into that front right leg, warrior one. Taking nice deep breaths, but bracing our core, staying nice and stable, even though we're in that staggered lunge position. Sometimes it feels like even if the air conditioning turned on, it might tip you over. So brace, stay centered. And let's get into that resting warrior. We're gonna drop the arms slowly, reach them as far forward as we can while holding the lunge. Good, tightening the abs. Trying not to overarch the back here. Wanting to tuck the pelvis. Breathe and brace. Good. Don't let that wind knock you over. Stay stable. And let's go ahead and drop the hands all the way to the floor for that world's greatest stretch. So hands are flat on the floor, either side of the right foot. Left leg is extended long behind us. And then we're going to take the right hand off the floor, take it up towards the ceiling, and twist your chest to the right. World's greatest stretch, also world's greatest core. Breathe and brace here. Don't let that AC knock you down. Good, just a couple more breaths, you can do it. And go ahead and bring that right hand back down to the floor. And let's keep the hands planted on the floor. And we're gonna just step that right foot back to meet the left. So now we're in that high plank position. And we'll push the hips up nice and high into a downward dog. The downward dog stretch. My balls of my feet are on the floor, hands are flat, hips are up nice and high. From here, we're gonna go into that floating tabletop. So we're gonna be alternating between downward dog and floating tabletop. So now we're in the down dog. And then I want you to just drop your knees both down towards the floor and just hover them under the hips. So you're in that floating tabletop, squeezing the abs, and then we'll push the hips back up to that down dog and just repeat alternating between downward dog and floating tabletop or bear hold. And make sure we're taking some nice deep breaths. As we're exhaling, we're bracing the abs, trying to wrap them around our spine, keep it all nice and tight. When we're in that floating tabletop / bear hold. Nice, just a couple more reps here. And then we'll come all the way down to a full tabletop. Make sure we're getting those hips nice and high in the down dog. And as we lower the knees, we squeeze the abs. Last one here. And let's go ahead and let the knees drop all the way down to the floor. You can shake out the wrists, give them a little bit of a break. And we're gonna go into some bird dog crunches next. So we're in the tabletop. Our knees are under our hips, feet are behind the knees, and our hands are under our shoulders, wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Bird dog crunches, we're going to extend our right arm forward and our left leg back straight. That's that extended position. And we're gonna meet our right elbow to our left knee underneath our belly button or our abs. And then we're gonna go back to that extended position. And then we'll bring the hand and knee in and switch to the other side. So reaching left arm forward, right leg back, elbow to knee, squeezing the abs, extend, and back down. Go ahead and alternate right and left sides with the bird dog crunches. Wanting to make sure we're really crunching the abs when we meet that elbow to knee. It's the same motion as a standard crunch, really. We're just doing it in a different orientation. Make sure our nose is also still towards the floor. When we're doing any kind of plank or bird dog, we want to make sure our spine is neutral. Neutral meaning it's not flexing or bending in any kind of way. It is just a flat spine. Nice job continuing with those bird dog crunches. We're going to go into a hold here shortly. We'll hold in that extended position. So it's going to be right arm, left leg. Going to be holding in 3, 2, 1. Let's extend right arm forward, left leg back. Squeeze the abs, tuck the pelvis, holding. If you want to add a little up-down pulse, you can. Continue to breathe, continue to brace. You can do it. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring that right hand, left knee back in. If you need to do a little cat-cow stretch, wash it out. If not, go ahead and get back into the alternating bird dogs. Crunches. And we'll hold that other side shortly here. All right, so we're going to go left arm, right leg in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend left arm forward, right leg back. Tuck the pelvis, brace and squeeze the abs. Holding that extended position. If you want to add the little up-down pulse, go for it. Nose stays towards the floor. You can do it. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring that left hand, right knee back in. Quick cat-cow it out. We're going to drop down to our forearms. So elbows come into the floor, forearms and hands stay in front of the forearms. Elbows. Arms are at a 90-degree angle. Knees are still planted in the floor under the hips. We're going to extend our right leg back straight for some leg raises here. So right leg extends back straight, right toes are in the floor, right heels towards the ceiling. When you're ready, go ahead and raise that right heel up towards the ceiling. It'll go slightly above the hips, and then we'll drop it back down, tap our right toes to the floor, and repeat. Just a gentle raise of that right leg, working the right glutes. Also, don't forget about your abs here. You might want to relax. Your low back might want to arch, but if we squeeze those abs, we prevent that lower back from arching. You don't need to kick that leg up super high. It's really just about the same height as the hips. Good, and let's tap the toes to the left corner of the mat, back in the center, and then tap them over to the right. A little bit of toe tap. Leg raises. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that right knee in. We'll switch it out. So left leg extends back, left toes in the floor, left heel towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, go ahead and begin those leg raises with the left leg. Bracing the abs, keeping the left leg as straight as we can. Just gently kicking the heel up towards the ceiling about hip height. Tapping the toes back down and kick. These are nice and slow as we're engaging the full body here. Good. Brace those abs and the pelvis tuck. And go ahead and begin those side to side taps. So tapping left corner of the mat, kicking up in the center, tapping right corner of the mat, back up to center. Excellent work. Keep it up. And 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Bring that left knee in. We can raise our hands, forearms off of the floor, and come to a upright kneeling position. So knees are still on the floor. We're going to do some of those kneeling good mornings to kind of wash it out before we get down on the floor for some real ab work. So knees are under the hips. I'm going to cross my arms in front of my chest or take my fingertips to the back or sides of my head with my elbows out wide. Once I get that hand position that's comfortable for me, I'm just going to work on pushing my hips back towards my heels and keeping my back as flat as possible as I do that hinge backwards. Once I get as low as I can without rounding my back, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and push my hips forward again, coming back to that upright kneeling position. So go ahead and repeat. Nice, slow, good mornings, hinges. Just don't want any rounding of the back here. Our nose and chest might come almost parallel to the floor. As long as there's no rounding of the back, we all have a different range here. Really reach those hips back like we're trying to touch the wall. Nice job. More reps here. We do a lot of these good mornings in my classes because they're great exercise. Essential movement of the human body. We aren't cats. We gotta hinge. Cats can do whatever they want with their spine. Not us. All right. And go ahead and finish the rep you're on. And let's get back down to our forearms for a forearm plank before we switch into our abdominal focused exercises. So elbows are in the floor, forearms are trailing in front of the elbows, our arms are at a 90-degree angle under the shoulders. And then I'm gonna extend both legs back straight behind me. So I'm on my toes or the balls of my feet. I'm as flat as a board, as a plank, forearm plank position. Squeezing my glutes, squeezing my abs. If you need to drop both knees down, go ahead and do that to make it a little easier, a little less resistance. If not, we're keeping the legs straight, holding, squeezing, focusing, saying nice things. Nose towards the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and let yourself drop all the way down to the floor. And we're gonna come onto our backs when you're ready. All right, so we've transitioned down to the floor on our backs, and we're gonna set up for those dead bugs, of course, to make sure we're right, we're braced, our abs are warmed up. So I want you to take both feet off the floor if they weren't already there. Knees are stacked over the hips, and then I'm gonna point my toes towards the wall in front of me. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. I'm going to extend both arms up towards the ceiling from the shoulder. And this is the starting position of that dead bug. So when you're ready, go ahead and lower the right arm and left leg in unison towards the floor, hovering them as low to the floor as we can without arching our lower back. And then once we get there, we're going to squeeze the abs, pull the left leg, right arm back in to that starting position, and switch, dropping left arm and right leg and pulling them back in. So go ahead and continue to alternate nice, slow dead bugs. If you need to reset your back at any point, make sure you do that. Use supports where you need. I just want to imagine our spine is glued to the floor. No wavering of the back. Our core is a solid structure. Good, still alternating. If you need to keep the legs a little more bent as you're extending, that'll also take a little less or a little more resistance off, so you'll have a little less resistance. Always recommend that as well. All right, so we're going to slow it down. The reps you've been doing, now we're going to take them real slow. So dropping right arm, left leg, taking about a 3-second count. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll pull it back up. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, I'm gonna let you count on your own. We're doing these dead bugs super slow, keeping the abs engaged throughout the slow movement. I know it's so frustrating to move slow. I hate it, but it's really good for us. All right, and we're gonna go into a hold. Okay, so we're gonna hold the extended or lowered position of the left leg and right arm. So if you need to hug the knees into the chest real quick, do a little roll out reset and get back to that starting dead bug position. And we're gonna lower right arm, left leg, nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom. Squeeze the abs. Woo. And go ahead and start to pull them back up. 3, 2, 1. Back to starting. Let's lower left arm, right leg. Down. 3, 2, 1. And hold. Brace. Breathe. Almost there. And let's pull it back up. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. All right. Give the knees a hug into the chest and rock and roll it out. We'll take a little bit of a breather there. Let's drop both feet down to the floor. Knees up to the ceiling, preparing for some bridges. So feet are flat on the floor and slightly outside of the hips. Knees are up towards the ceiling. Arms are down by my sides, palms facing the floor. I should be able to just barely touch my fingernails to my heels. So it's about that starting positioning we want. When you're ready, go ahead and big inhale. Squeeze the glutes, tighten the abs, and we're gonna push the hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing the glutes as tight as we can, tightening the abs. And then we're gonna lower the hips back down, just hover them over the floor and push back up. Glute bridges. Nice and slow, keeping the knees outside of the hips. And not forgetting about our abs here. I also don't want you to arch your back to get yourself to the ground faster. So keep your pelvis tucked and in line with your spine. Nice job. Keep breathing. I always say exhale during the hard part. When we're doing that big push, we're exhaling to tighten our abs into our spine and engaging the glutes. All right, a couple more reps here, and then we're going to go into a hold. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and hold the top of your glute bridge. Hips are up nice and high. We're breathing, we're squeezing. If you want to add a little up-down pulse, you can. You got it. 10 more seconds. Breathe, squeeze. And 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Lower the hips. Take a little breather. And we're going to go into some cross crunches next. So we'll keep the knees up And we'll take our hands to the back of our head, elbows out wide, and cross crunch. I'm gonna take my right elbow to my left knee to meet over my belly button. So I'm just raising kind of the upper neck, shoulders, upper back off of the floor. And then I'm going to switch and take left elbow to right knee over my belly button. So I'm lifting the foot off the ground as I meet the knee to the elbow. Cross crunches. Working those upper abs, kind of the full wall here, because when we kind of drive that knee up, that's working those hip flexors, the lower ab. Nice job. Make sure we're breathing, taking those big exhales as we crunch. Elbow to knee, over the abs. Nice work, keep it going. Starting to feel a little burning up in the abs. That's good. Good, a few more here. And let's go ahead and we're just gonna do single side. So I just want you to do right elbow to left knee and repeat. Right elbow, left knee. So we're not alternating, just left elbow, right knee. Good. Keep going, single side. We'll switch soon. Just want to make sure your abs are nice and tired. And go ahead and switch, opposite side. Right elbow to left knee. Sorry, I'm mixing up my left and right today. Just do the side you weren't doing just now. So one side only, same elbow, opposite knee. Few more, few more. Almost there, keep breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fabulous job. Go ahead and relax your upper body. Let both feet down. And let's go back into some of those bridges. So setting up your bridge position, knees up, feet slightly outside the hips, feet are flat. And go ahead and begin some nice slow bridge reps. And this time I actually want you to elevate your toes off of the floor. So it's just your heels in contact with the floor. Still doing the same movement of the bridge, hips are high. Squeezing the glutes at the top. But we've just elevated our toes. Really only our heels. We're only able to push to the heels as we extend the hips up. Good. Keep squeezing the abs in unison with the glutes. And we have a hold coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold the hips up high. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes, add a little pulse. Little up and down pulse. You can do it. And last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips. Take a little break, shake, shimmy it out. And let's extend our legs long up towards the ceiling for some legs up crunches. So both legs go up towards the ceiling over the hips. Once your legs are up, you can also put them against a wall. That can be helpful too if you need a little more support. You have a wall nearby. Legs are up. I want you to extend both arms up towards the ceiling from the shoulders as well. Then I want you to angle those fingertips towards your ankles. Okay? From here, we're just going to reach those fingertips towards our ankles, bringing our neck, shoulders, upper back off of the floor, crunching the abs, reaching towards the ankles, and then back down. So keeping the arms straight And at that slight angle, but just coming up for the crunch as far as you can, squeezing the abs and back down. Legs up crunches, making sure we're breathing. As I always say, exhales are in the hard part, if that works for you. But we all have a different breathing technique that we are used to. Nice job. Keep reaching for those ankles. And now I want you to take both sets of hands outside of your left ankle when you go up. Come back down, and then outside of your right ankle. So legs up crunches, but now we're going side to side, working a little bit of the obliques. Nice work thus far. You're doing great. Keep going, side to side, legs up crunches. And 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and let the legs fall. We got one more set of bridges. Promise this is the last one, but 3 is a good number. So we're gonna do 3 sets. Feet are down, knees are up. Arms are flat, palms towards the floor. When you're ready, go ahead and raise those hips, squeeze those glutes. Last set of bridges. Also our last hold. And we will do a little bit of adduction, abduction with the knees once we get into that hold. But we're just doing reps for now, nice and slow. I want you to internalize that count, that 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Time under tension, build strength. This is another hinge movement. It's just a lot easier to do because we're pushing instead of pulling. Nice job, just a couple more reps here. And in about 5 seconds, I want you to hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bridge hold. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. And I want you to just take your knees slightly outward and slightly inward. So feet stay planted. We're just taking the knees outside of the hips, inside of the hips as you hold the bridge. Or abduction, adduction. Kind of like you're doing a little dance move. Keep the hips high, don't let the hips drop while you're doing the in out. 10 more seconds, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop the hips. Take a quick breather. And we're going to do some reverse crunches next. So arm positioning, you can either have your arms in that same position as the glute bridge, down by your sides, palms facing the floor. Or if you need a little more support, you can take those forearms under your lower back for the reverse crunch. So whatever you prefer here, just want to make sure that lower back isn't overarching. We're going to extend the legs long while we're lying on our backs here. And then we're going to swing both legs up over the hips and then over the chest. We're raising the lower back and hips off of the floor when we swing the legs up, crunching the abs. And then we're going to swing them back down and repeat. Reverse crunches. Make sure you keep a slight bend in both knees and the legs stay glued together as you swing them down. Tap the heels to the floor and swing the hips up off the ground as the legs swing forward. Nice job. Keep breathing here. These are a challenger. You can do it. And if we need a little smaller scale, just keep the legs at a 90-degree angle and bring the knees up towards the chest. Tapping the toes, knees to the chest. It's just a little movement of your lower back off the floor. Nice job. Reverse crunches. We only got a few more of them. Keep working. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring both knees up into the chest and rock left to right. Give yourself a little back massage. And we're going to go into some side-to-side toe taps next. So kind of keeping the knees up in the chest, keeping the feet glued together, arms down by our sides. We're going to tap both sets of toes over to the left side of our mat or outside of our left hips. Pull the knees back into center and switch, tapping both sets of toes to the right and back in. A little side-to-side toe tap. Keeping the legs pretty bent, keeping our back glued to the floor entirely. This is just a rotation of the abs, obliques, and hips. Nice. Keep it going. A few more here. You're doing great. All right. A couple more reps here, and then we're going to go into some flutter kicks. So when you're ready, you can put the feet down, take a little rest, reset your back. Keep your arms down by your sides or under your hips if you need that extra support. And then we're going to extend both legs out long and just hover them over the floor or maybe a foot or two off of the floor. And then we're just going to kick our right foot up, left foot down, and switch. So kind of a scissor kick or flutter kick as we hold the legs up over the floor, squeezing the abs. Nice slow flutter kicks. You can take your nose to face your thighs, or you can keep it towards the ceiling. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Take a breather. Those are tough, especially when your abs are tired. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves up to a seated position. We're going to do that boat hold before we switch onto our stomachs for the latter half of the workout. So we are in a seated position. Our legs are bent. From here, I'm going to extend both arms forward at shoulder height, fingertips towards the wall in front of me. And when you're ready, I want you to recline yourself slightly, your upper body, and lift both sets of feet and toes off of the floor. So that's kind of that starting boat hold. We're keeping the arms close to the thighs, but we're not resting them. And if you want to go to the next level, you can straighten the legs, take the toes up towards the ceiling at an angle. Whew. And hold. Breathe, squeeze. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take a breather, take a break. Let's come onto our stomachs. So we're staying down on the floor, but we're going to come down to lying on our stomachs. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. All right. Now we're down here on our stomachs, lying flat. I want you to extend both legs long behind you. And we're going to do some prone cobras or back extension. So I want you to take both arms down by your sides, palms face in towards your thighs, noses down towards the floor. And I'm just kind of hovering my face off of the floor because I don't like resting on the floor. From here, we are going to raise our chest and shoulders off the floor, squeezing the lower back and getting our upper chest to rib cage off of the floor as far as we can, squeezing the glutes as well. And then we'll lower back down to that starting position and repeat. So these are prone cobras or back extensions. We're working primarily that lower back muscles and the glutes. Keep the feet and legs planted, keep the hips planted. We're really just raising that upper torso off of the floor. But as I've said, nose stays towards the floor for that neutral spine. You don't want to face the nose forward. That compromises our spine position. Nice job. A few more of these back extensions. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. You can bring your arms back in front of you. And why don't you make a pillow with your hands, right over left or left over right. You can rest your forehead there, and we're just going to do some of those gentle glute kickbacks. So with both legs lying long, I want you to point the right toes. And then we're just going to raise the right leg off of the floor, hovering it, using the right glutes, and then we'll lower back down and repeat. So keeping that leg mostly straight. This isn't a high kick at all. That way we're working primarily the glute muscles and the hamstrings, keeping the leg straight. Good, just that gentle up, down. Few more reps here. And 3, 2, 1. I want you to just hold that leg up. So we're not going for reps anymore. We're just holding it, covering it, squeezing. You can add a little pulse if you want. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower that right leg. You can wag out the hips left to right if you need a little reset. And then we're going to work that left leg now. So pointing the left toes, engaging and flexing the left leg, left glutes. Then we're just going to gently raise that left leg off the floor, hover it, and back down. Hover and down. Glutes are the primary movers here. We have other little muscles assisting to keep the leg flexed and straight. Nice job. A few more reps. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing. And in 3 seconds, we're going to hold. 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg over the floor. And add that little pulse. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let that left leg down to relax. And we're going to roll on to our left side. Left side. Once I've come onto my left side here, I'm going to stack my knees, ankles, and hips. Legs are at about a 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit more. We're setting up for a side crunch. So keeping my legs stacked, one on top of the other, knees, hips stacked. I'm using my left bicep kind of as a pillow. My left arm is just kind of relaxed and extended. I'm going to take my right hand to the back of my head or the base of my head. My elbow is going to be towards the ceiling. From here, I'm going to raise head, neck, shoulders, upper back, up off of the floor as I take my elbow at an angle towards my hip. So side crunch. Getting as high as I can, squeezing that side. Then I'm going to lower back down and repeat. Side crunches. You really are just squeezing those oblique muscles that are between your hip and your shoulders. So we're breathing. And we're focusing really on that squeeze when you drive the elbow towards the hip. Everything that's in between there is squeezing, flexing, crunching. 2 more reps here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. We're going to stay on our left side, but we're going to raise ourselves up for a side plank on our left side. So I've brought my torso off of the floor. My left elbow's under my left shoulder. My left arm's at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to extend both legs long as I lay on my kind of left hip is planted in the floor and my left leg. We can either keep this elongated position for the hardest version of the side plank and raise the hips off the floor and the legs, or you can keep that bottom left leg bent and straighten the top right leg for kind of that medium progression, or you can keep both legs stacked and just raise the hips, keeping it planted on the floor for kind of that easiest progression of the side plank. So you choose your adventure here. When you're ready, go ahead and raise those hips off of the floor. We're going to push away from our elbows, squeeze our abs, squeeze our glutes. Right arm can go up towards the ceiling over the shoulder, or it can be on your right hip. We're squeezing, we're side planking, really tough. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and let the hips fall. Take a little bit of a breather. And we're going to switch sides. So we're going to get onto our right side now for those right side crunches. So lying flat here, stacking the hips, knees, ankles. Right bicep is a pillow. Left hand's on the back of the base of the head. When you're ready, go ahead and begin those left side crunches. Taking that left elbow towards your hips. Squeezing everything in between hip and shoulder. Back down and repeat. Left side crunches. Nice job. Make sure we're breathing still. Exhale during that crunch. Good. A few more reps here. We're almost through, almost ready for that cool down. There it is. All right, last side crunch here. And then let's prepare for that last set of side planks on the right side now, just to make sure we're nice and balanced and even. Legs are straight, bottom leg is bent, or both legs are bent. When you're ready, go ahead and raise the hips off the floor. Keep yourself nice and flat. Hips are forward, abs are squeezed, glutes are squeezed. Pushing away from our elbow. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Man, those side planks are hard for me. All right, let's cool it down, y'all. Since we're already here sitting on the mat, we'll go ahead and stay down here. We'll just come to a seated position. We'll extend both legs out long in front of us for a forward fold stretch. So I'm going to inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold forward, reaching both hands towards my feet, ankles, shins, wherever you land. Taking some nice slow breaths, getting ourselves back to regulation, homeostasis. And let's go ahead and roll ourselves back to upright seated, one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to go to that Barbie on the beach stretch next. So I'll have you bring your right knee up into your chest. Give it a big hug. You can stay here if you want, or you can step your right foot over your left knee, left thigh. Hook the right knee into your chest with your left elbow. Take your right hand behind your back and twist your chest over to the right. Barbie on the beach, stretching those right glutes. Go ahead and release that right leg. We'll switch sides, hugging left knee up into the chest, or stepping left foot over right thigh, right knee. Taking left knee into the chest, the right elbow. Left hand goes behind your back, chest twists to the left. And we can go ahead and release that left leg. We're going to go into a butterfly stretch next. So we'll bring the bottoms of our feet together. Our knees will go out wide, and then we'll pull our heels as close to our hips as we can comfortably. Taking a few nice deep breaths here. Butterfly. If you want to add a little neck stretch, you can take left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. And let's go ahead and release that butterfly. And last but certainly not least, give yourselves a pat on the back. Way to show up today. Nice job. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.